Hello you guys, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh, today's video is gonna be a fun one because we are celebrating you guys. Well, celebrating might be a little bit of a generous term if we're being honest, but you asked for this. This is what you've asked for, okay? This is a roast. I love teaching you guys makeup, and every single day I get messages from you guys asking for help throughout your makeup routine. Whether it's tips or tricks, new product recommendations, or even a lot of times, you guys will literally send me selfies and be like, here's my current glam routine, what can I do to make it better? And those are my favorite DMs because I love helping you guys out as much as I possibly can. However, my inbox is crazy. I obviously cannot respond back to every single DM, so I figured this would actually be a really fun YouTube video to have you guys send me in photos of your current best glam makeup routine, and I can give you guys some honest help and feedback on what I would personally do to help you improve your glam routine. Let's get this roast a cookin'. All right, if you guys are excited for some compliments, some roasts, some tips, some tricks, all sorts of critiquing of your different makeup routines, please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up down below. Your love and support really helps with the channel a ton. I know a lot of you guys are watching on a weekly basis and are not actually subscribed, okay? More than 50% of y'all. Loser, that's loser behavior. Come join the family, click that button. It's completely free, literally $0.00. It costs you nothing. We have a really good time here, and I already know you're coming back every single Friday at 12 p.m. PST, so might as well click that little bell icon next week as well, so you never miss an upload from me. Now, before I get into this, I do really quickly just want to give a little bit of a disclaimer because I know that if I don't, some idiots are going to read too far into this video, okay? I have not gone to cosmetology school. I don't have my makeup license. I am not professionally trained. However, okay, the proof is in the pudding. You see the glam. I've been doing this for a very long time now, and I am very blessed and lucky to call this my full-time job. I am not the best makeup artist in the entire world. However, I do know what I'm talking about. So everybody that is featured in today's video has requested this. They have sent their photo to me. They have consented to be included in today's YouTube video and want to improve their makeup routine one way or another. Makeup is a subjective art form. Every artist is going to be different. You can glam however you want, whatever makes you feel the most confident and beautiful. That's the beauty about makeup, okay? But these are my tips and tricks on what I would do if you were in my glam chair.
That's my opinion!
Let's get into this. The first follower that is getting roasted today, it's really not getting roasted at all. This is from the beautiful Shiku. She sent me this selfie, and first and foremost, okay, this girl looks amazing. Shiku, I fucking love that you're not afraid to play with color, okay? So many bitches these days are just doing boring ass brown eyeshadow looks all the time. This is fun, but there are a couple of things that I'm seeing that I personally would tweak if I was helping out with your makeup routine. Let's start off with the eyeshadow. You blended out a beautiful pink shade in your crease, which looks amazing, and then you cut it using a white and blue. Very classic, but what I would love for you to do is when you do a colorful look like this, I want you to use some transition shades. If we look at a color wheel, pink and blue are close-ish together, but there's a few colors between them, which is why when you're blending out that outer corner, instead of just going pink and then putting the blue right next to it, I would love for you to dip into a purple shadow, blend it right over top of the pink. That way, when you go in with the blue, all three of those colors are gonna fade really, really nicely together. And then same thing when you're blending white to blue, you could use a little teal color or even just tap over the blue and white overlapping. That way they really blend together as opposed to just white, blue, red, because it's giving American flag, and I don't feel like that's what you're going for. The only other thing that I want to say when looking at this photo, Shiku, is that you are obviously a glam girl, okay? The brows are painted, the eyeshadow is colorful and bright and beautiful. We have a very bright lip on as well, but I feel like the base routine is not matching the vibes of everything else going on. You know, is somebody gonna match my freak? Your base routine said no. You have such beautiful skin too. The foundation already looks completely fine, but I would love to see just a little bit more definition in the face, a really nice warm under eye concealer. I feel like would really flatter your skin tone beautifully, and I would top it off with a beautiful magenta pinky tone blush that matches the eyeshadow, and that's really gonna tie the whole look together. The next artist that sent me a selfie is Painted by Agi. First of all, okay, love your username, so good. Let's take a look at his glam that he sent over. Bitch, this is beautiful. It literally says, read me for filth in your new video. Honestly, I have nothing to say. The base looks perfect. All the shadows are blended together so beautifully. In fact, Shiku, you could take a look at Agi's eyeshadow just to see how we really blended together the same exact three colors. This is perfect. I love the little graphic cut crease. I love the eyeliner. The literal only thing that I'm not obsessed with in this makeup look is the lip color. And I want to give you the benefit of the doubt because I have a feeling that this just might be the lighting of the actual photo. But for me personally, I'm always a really, really big stickler on making sure the undertone of my nude lip matches whatever's going on my face. So obviously this is a nude lip, but it has has a pink undertone because I'm doing a very pinky look today. Whereas on your makeup look, you have a very pinky tone blush, you have pink in the eyeshadow, but then the nude lip is leaning more like warm peachy. And I don't know if those tones are working perfectly together, but also lipstick always fucking photographs so stupidly. So I stand my ground on, I feel like no notes for this one. You killed it. The next artist that sent in a selfie is Mr. Brian G. And wow, this selfie is so cool. First and foremost, okay, I love how cohesive this photo is. Mr. Brian said we are picking a theme, a color, and we are sticking to it. He actually used our orange Create paint in Flaming to cut the crease, which is so cool to see. Thank you for supporting Painted. He has this beautiful orange headscarf on. He has the orange LED lights in the background. It's all working together so well. I think this is a great job, but there are a couple of quick little things that I would tweak. The first one being the brows. Brian, you have really thick, beautiful brows, which I love. Okay, obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to thin out your brows. I am in no position to be talking. I love a bushy brow bitch, okay? However, I feel like you are using a brow pencil that is significantly lighter than your hair color, which I can see from this photo is literally almost black. And because of that, when you're taking a photo with flash, your brows almost look undone. The rest of the face is so full coverage and so intense that I feel like by having that really natural, lightly filled in brow, it almost feels unbalanced to the rest of the look. Now, let me be clear, okay, I'm certainly not saying you should fill them in with a dark brown Sharpie marker because we've all seen what that looks like. I feel like if you used a brow pen and just went in with some really light brow strokes and just filled in the top of them a little bit more, it would really tie the whole look together. The other note that I have on the makeup look today is just like the eyebrows, I would love if you could work a little bit more on your lip liner. The color is great, I love the matching orange, but it could be cleaned up a little bit to really make that line nice and precise and sharp. I just think that always looks much cleaner and is going to photograph a lot better as well. And last but not least, all I want is a slightly bigger eyelash. When you're putting this much time and effort into a really beautiful artistic makeup look, I said you have a little drawing out in the outer corner right there. You definitely do not want to cover all of your hard work with a gigantic fluffy eyelash. However, I do think having no lash on at all really does make everything feel unbalanced. That's my only note. You killed this. This is such a beautiful makeup look and I cannot wait for you to tag us in more stories using Painted. Thank you for all your love and support. The next selfie comes in from Jose and he sent me this photo. Jose said, give me it all. I would appreciate any makeup tips or tricks to improve my mug. Thanks, Pookie. Jose, I got you. I see two things here that I really want to change. The first one being the highlighter. Jose, my love, Pookie, I'm gonna hold your hand while I say this, but this highlighter is just not the right color. You put it in all the right places. I totally understand wanting to be super glowy and radiant, but you have such a beautiful medium warm undertone that having this like really bright white highlighter, I just don't think is super flattering. I think if you took it down like 2 shades to a more golden highlighter, you could still get that really dewy look without it being, frankly, in my opinion, a little bit distracting from how beautiful the rest of your glam is. The only other note that I have is actually another product like color swap, and it is with the lip liner. It looks like to me, you're going for the lip combo that literally everybody's obsessed with right now, including myself. It is literally on my lips as I speak. I can see that you used a cool tone brown, which is obviously the whole point of the trend, but because your skin undertone is so warm, I think the cool brown that you used actually looks gray on your skin. I would actually recommend outlining the pink with a little bit more of a neutral brown shade. I think that's gonna flatter everything and blend a lot nicer together. This next selfie was sent in by Giving Face. Bitch, love the username. And her name is Natalia and she sent in this photo. I mean, hello! We have full 2016 rainbow cut crease. Natalia, you ate this up, bitch. This looks beautiful. You did such a good job. All the colors are blending together so nicely. I love the eyes. Your brows look amazing. Your skin looks so beautiful and flawless. I love the blush color. If I had a nitpick and just make any note at all, I want your lips more overlined. I do. I'm sure your natural lips are already gorgeous, beautiful, and perfectly plump. It looks like to me that you drew your lip liner right on your actual lip line. However, okay, a little extra plump just created by a tiny little bit of overlining never hurt anybody, especially when you're smiling like Natalia is in this photo. Our top lip always tends to disappear just a little bit. So by overlining, you're making everything look literally perfect. But honestly, that's like dramatic. This looks so beautiful. You're amazing. The next look that we are gonna take a look at is from Reagan and Nicole, and she sent over this selfie. Now, wow, this is super cute. Reagan, I love you already. You just give the best energy and vibes from this photo. I love your smile, and also I love that you have matched your makeup look to your shirt. She's wearing a Van Gogh Starry Night shirt, one of my favorite paintings of all time. Okay, I have it built in Legos upstairs. The first thing that I'm noticing right away is that Reagan, you have a lot of eyelid space, which is a makeup artist's dream come true. There is so much real estate between your eyeballs and your eyebrows to do some beautiful intricate eyeshadow looks in, and I love that you're not afraid to go bright and use a lot of color, but I do think there's just a little bit too much eyeshadow on your eyes right now to the point where it is distracting from the rest of your face. I could be wrong, but I'm assuming you picked up a fluffy powder brush, dipped it into a bright blue eyeshadow, and then held your brush like this and just started packing it right into the crease on the lid, then blended in your yellow and called it a day. Whereas in the future for a look like this, Reagan, I would love for you to load up your brush and then try to hold it perpendicular to your face just like this, starting by adding a small them out right on your lid or in your crease, and then just grabbing a clean, blank, empty blending brush and really carefully buffing over those edges with circular motions to slowly move that pigment up. That way the color doesn't end up so far up to your eyebrows. If you end up in a situation like this where there's just too much shadow going on, what you can always do is just take a pressed powder foundation, grab once again a clean little blending brush, and then just go over any harsh edges on your eyeshadow, and that's really gonna help create a more seamless blend between your natural skin color and obviously in this case like a fucking bright ass blue. Just keep in mind the easiest, best thing to do is always start small, blend it out, and then stop, pull away, and see where you're at. Chances are it's already the right shape, you have enough shadow on it, and it's perfect and good to go. But remember, the more you add, the harder it is to take away if you go too far, and I think that's what happened here. Regan, you're amazing, you're so beautiful, and I cannot wait to see how your glams improve in the future. The next artist that sent in a makeup look is Makeup by Zay Zay and Alize. This look is so beautiful. Oh my fucking God. Okay, we're currently filming this in August. Okay, so we have a very long way until October, but this is getting me into Halloween vibes. I love it. Now, Zay Zay did this really cool skeleton makeup look, and to make it even better, okay, she used our Create paints. Now, if you guys do not have Create paints in your collection, especially for Halloween time, you better place your order now because they're going to come in so handy and clutch. She used Ghosted and Ink, which are literally the best black and white pigments, paints, liners, however you want to use them on the market. You need them in your kit, and honestly, Zay Zay, we'll send you a restock just because it looked like you used quite a lot of it in this makeup look. Looking at this photo, this is so good. I do have two really quick critiques that I think would make this even better. First of all, I would love to see a forehead contour, okay? I think everything here looks really good and really detailed, but having this entire space all be white with no contour, especially having your hair slicked back as well, I think it looks a little bit unbalanced and is making your forehead look a little bit bigger than it really is. The only other thing that I'm gonna say, okay, is that this glam probably took you a really long time, okay? You were probably sitting in your makeup chair for several hours on end, and by the time you finally finished your face, you were like, oh shit, I have to do my chest for the photo. Trust and believe this has happened to me so many times. As much as we all love doing makeup, sometimes at the end of a look, you're just like really over it. To me, it looks like you were maybe over it when you did your chest makeup because your face is just so perfectly shaded and precise and beautiful. It doesn't look like the same amount of detail was put into your chest. Now, obviously, this is the only photo that I'm seeing. So maybe you took your selfie super close up and you can't even see anything going on down here. And if that is the case, ignore every single thing that I just said. It literally does not matter. But if this is an entire photo where all of this was being shown, I do want to push you to grab a snack, grab an energy drink, put on a cute little YouTube video, maybe a James Charles video, and try your best to garner the strength and the energy and the motivation to just finish off that body makeup with as much creativity and detail as the face, because your photos in your Instagram page really are your portfolio. Whether it's a stranger that just stumbled across your account and is deciding whether or not they want to follow, or maybe even a brand in the future that's deciding if they want to work with you or put you on their PR list, that attention to detail really does go a very long way. But obviously, you are so fucking talented, and I don't think you have anything to worry about. Amazing work, my love. Thank you for sending in your photo. The next selfie that I got tagged in is from Juju, and he sent over this photo, and honestly, I gotta be real, Diva Dolly, no notes. This looks amazing. This looks so fucking good. I don't know if this is Facetune, filtered, because quite honestly, this looks too good to be true, but if your skin is truly that perfect, bitch, claps to you, you look fucking sickening. The base is so smooth, so matte, and so beautiful. That pinky tone blush is so gorgeous. I love the brown and the pink lip combo, and that eyeshadow is absolutely eating as well. And to make it even better, he used the basic canvas palette. I mean, come on, take it from Juju. Okay, the best palette on the market for any neutral eyeshadow look. You look amazing. Great work. This next selfie is from Cosmetics with Kayla, and she sent a couple over, but I chose my favorite to talk about today because she looks so beautiful. Oh, can you imagine looking like this? Like, can you imagine waking up in the fucking morning and being this beautiful? Kayla, fuck you, ho. Now, her makeup already looks really good. There are not that many things to tweak, but there is one thing that is really driving me crazy about this selfie, and it is her highlighter and blush. Now, Kayla, you have such beautiful skin. I love your undertone. I love the colors that you're using as well, but I think you can improve your placement and it's gonna be much more flattering to your face. Now, if I zoom in here, I love all the products that you have going on in your cheeks. I think the colors look really beautiful, but I do wanna tweak your placement ever so slightly because how you have it currently, I don't think is flattering your face. The whole point of using a radiant blush or a highlighter on your cheekbones is so when you turn your face and it hits the light, the top of your cheekbone reflects and it makes your cheeks look really lifted and plump. You're putting that blush and the highlighter on the top of your cheekbone, which is perfect, but you're also bringing it all the way down here as well, which is why this area looks shiny and reflective, and that's actually going to sag your face downwards as opposed to lifting it up. So next time you're putting on your blush, give yourself a little smile in the mirror. You can see where your cheekbones are, but do not go any lower or any closer in towards your face. Start at the very top of the apple of your cheekbone and just blend upwards and outwards, and that is gonna give you the perfect placement every single time. And last, but finally not least, I wanna show you guys this beautiful selfie from Jada Jacobs. You are so cute and so adorable, and she used our brand new metallic create paint in XIV to create this look. Jada, thank you for supporting Painted. This means the entire world to me, especially our brand new launch. I really hope that you love these paints, and bitch, look at the photo. Okay, look at the material. She looks so cute and so beautiful. Look at XIV on her lid. Jada, you already look so beautiful and gorgeous, but I have just a couple of things that I think are really gonna help your makeup routine in the future. Now, everything is just gonna focus right here. Zooming into your photo, I can see that you have some really great natural brows to work with here, but to me, it looks like you kind of left them natural and didn't do too much to them, which is fine if that's what you wanna go for. For me personally, I feel like if you're gonna do such a beautiful dramatic eye look, you should at least fill in and gel the brows a tiny little bit just to keep everything nice and balanced. What I would do is use a thin brow pencil just to fill in some little hair-like strokes in the middle of your brows, bringing them a little bit closer together, and then just use a really nice holding brow gel to kind of brush everything upwards so they're still natural and light and fluffy looking, but a little bit more defined, and I think that's really gonna help tie the whole makeup look together. Now, last but not least, I just have one quick thing on your eye look. I see that you did a little bit of brown in the outer corners, you cut your crease using XIV. Once again, it looks so, so beautiful. I see that you have this black liner on and your mascara. The only thing that's missing to me is an eyelash. Now, similar to brows, if eyelashes just aren't your thing, if they're too hard to glue on, if you just don't like how they feel, I totally get it. Honestly, they're one of my least favorite steps in my makeup routine as well, so I feel you. However, I do think it's worth sucking it up and trying to learn how to do it, because with such a beautiful, dramatic, even winged out eyeshadow look, I sometimes feel that it looks a little bit empty without an eyelash to help balance everything out. They do not need to be huge, crazy, expensive, fluffy. You can get a very cheap drugstore lash. I just think adding a little bit more volume and darkness in this area is really gonna help frame the eyeshadow look and tie your whole face together and make you look as beautiful as you are. Whew. All right, you guys, there's the bell. Class is dismissed. Thank you so, so, so much to every single person who sent in a selfie for today's video. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much, and I hope that you appreciate my little tips and tricks on how you can improve your makeup routine. If you're one of the artists that I featured in today's video and you actually make any of these changes in your glam routine, please tag me so I can follow your progress and see your updated looks. You guys are all so incredible, and if we're being honest, okay, there was not that much for me to say. Y'all fucking rock, okay? As for everybody else, thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. This was a little bit different for me. We don't do educational oriented videos that often, but you guys always seem to really love them, and I'm always down to help any way that I possibly can. If you did enjoy, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And of course, if you have not already, come click that big red subscribe button and join the family. If you wanna follow me on my other social media accounts, my Instagram and TikTok are just James Charles. You can follow us on TikTok at Painted, and our Instagram and website are both just painted.co. Last but not least, my brand new song, Used to Love Me, is coming out very soon. I love this song. It is a true like summer bop anthem. It's so much fun, and I'm so glad that you guys are loving it from all the teaser videos. If you would like to pre-save the song on any of your music platforms to listen to as soon as it comes out, the link will be down below. Please click it if you would like to support me. It really helps me out as a small artist. All right, that's everything that I got. I'll see you guys in next period. Goodbye.
Can we just be friends?